live stream. If you find this video on the internet later, we're just going to do some quick trout fishing in Jersey. This is going to be a live stream, so I don't know if I'll catch fish. If I do catch fish, I'm going to leave that in the description. No guarantees on catching anything, but should be fun. If you're down for it, please enjoy the video. But yeah, we're going to use a variety of lures today. Ultralight setup. We're going to use a Daiwa Presso with a Daiwa Legalis reel. And we're going to use also a Daiwa Legalis with a Shakespeare Micro Series. Various lures. We're going to use spinners, trout magnet, belt minnows, probably even use live bait like worms and stuff. Hey, Muslim, what's going on? We already got people in the chat. All right, let's get to fishing. Let me put you on my neck. Let's get some fishing done. Probably my last fishing day for the next couple of days because we got Thanksgiving coming in. How's it going, everybody? Demon, what's going on, Demon? All right, we're going to try our luck again. But look, I'm at the river today. I'm just wearing my boots, so we're not going to be swimming. But, so today or tomorrow, I'm going to buy myself a pair of Sims boots. I have decided. I don't have much money, but I really wanted to buy a pair of Sims boots for my waders. And I already have the waders, so might as well get the boots. Hey, I love fishing for bluegill. Who's that? Joshua. What's going on, Joshua? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the live stream. I love fishing for bluegill, man. Bluegill fishing is my favorite type of fishing because I get to take my kids and we catch fish, and it's fun for the whole family. Bluegill fishing is probably the best fishing you could do with the little ones because they never get frustrated as long as you're catching fish, right? Hold on. Hold on. We're just going to use a gulp minnow right now. Oh, one problem. I forgot my trout net. Well, that's typical. Do we need it? I don't know. We're going to use a gulp minnow, and we'll see what happens. Hold on. Man, this water is quick. We got some rain last night, so more water than usual, which I'm happy about. I'm rather happy about this. I'm going to find myself a spot in the river, and we're going to cast out. See? We're staying in the water. How about that? All right, let's try it. No guarantees, but we're going to keep trying. And I'll read the chat. So if you got any questions, if you don't know how to give me a like, if you like what you're seeing, you just got to double tap the screen and it gives me a like. And that I appreciate a lot. It's not easy to be out here in the river, catching fish or not. I'm just going to let this gulp minnow float. Hopefully we don't get snagged, but if we do, it's okay. I am making a fishing trip, Joshua. At this point, we're going to be fishing for at least an hour and a half. So it is a fishing trip now. I even brought my power bank for my phone, and I even brought a cable with me. So I'm ready today. I'm just going to float this. Okay, first snag of the day. Well, that gives me a good opportunity to stretch my line. I'm not even mad about it. First snag of the day, and I'm not even mad because I want to try that red trout magnet. Hold on, and it gives me a good opportunity to stretch my line out. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stretch this line a little bit so it doesn't coil as much. So actually, nothing bad about this. Not even mad. It's an unconventional way of fixing bad line. Yeah, we fish for crappie. We're targeting rainbow trout. There's a bunch of stockies here. We also might get a smallmouth. We might get one of those rock bass, the red eyes, the ones with the red eyes. I absolutely love that fish. There's a lot of them here. We're fishing in the branch of the Raritan River in Jersey. We got snagged, but I'm gonna use this opportunity to stretch my line a little bit because it was coiling on me. And I'm just using an ultralight setup for those people just joining in. Let's see. Yeah. So we're fishing. I love fishing for crappie. That's actually what we like to fish on this channel. But right now, crappie season is in Jersey. If you don't have a boat right now, crappie season is kind of over because hold on. I'm just trying to stretch my line a little bit. The crappie season is kind of over because of the cold snap. So I alternate between doing some lake and river fishing in my live streams. Let's see what you guys say. My biggest rainbow trout was about 3 years ago. I actually have a video of it. It was 4.2, 4.3 pounds, somewhere around that range. It was absolutely gigantic. It bent my hook, but I still got it out. It barely fit in my net. I had one of those cheap, small trout nets. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I actually didn't rip it off. Give me a sec. I was just stretching my line. Oh, yeah, I got my stuff out. Look at that. My gulp minnow's back. That was good. I stretched my line and I got my lure back. Hold on, guys. I'm going to check the chat in a second. What's going on, Danbury boys? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah. What's going on, Zaldi Cunado? Yeah, I have a Daiwa Presso, not the expensive one, not the Air Presso, just the Daiwa Presso, and I have a Daiwa Legalis. All right. What I was going to say. Let's see if I didn't respond to anybody. What's going on? Christina Moy. So, yeah, to respond to those people asking me, we're fishing for trout. If you want to leave me a like, or if you enjoy the scenery, double tap that screen. I'd appreciate you. You don't have to subscribe, but if you feel like it, I'm a pretty active YouTuber. I'd appreciate you. Hold on, we might catch a branch right now, but we got a lot of rain in Jersey last night. I think there's a storm moving through Michigan right now. So hoping today for some fish. What I like to do when I fish for stock trout in Jersey, my PBs all came on a gulp minnow. So I use a size 8 jig head hook. And usually in the water like this, that's exactly the setup I like because I throw it down the stream and slowly reel it in. And it kind of stays mid-column in the water and gets me fish. Can I catch a fish today? No guarantees, but there's a chance. We caught a fish on a live stream last week. We caught a beautiful rainbow. So you never know. I don't have my waders today. I'm just standing. I'm just using my boots. But if you're new to fishing and you want to go rainbow trout fishing in the fall or spring, make sure you wear proper footwear. Don't go in your sneakers and get them wet because you're gonna get sick, and then you'll never want to go fishing again. It's not like a grandma's tale. You definitely want to wear proper footwear when you go fishing in cold weather because it's gonna ruin your fishing trip right away. Yeah, Joshua. Sometimes I do catch, clean, and cook. I did it with crappie. Okay, hold on. I see a branch coming loose. I want to get out of there. But yeah, I'm wearing cheap Amazon boots, but I'm wearing Sims waterproof socks underneath them, and they're keeping me warm, relatively warm. The water temps are probably around low 40s right now, low 40 degrees Fahrenheit. In the lake yesterday, I brought a thermometer with me. The water was at 46. So I'm gonna say this river is about 40 right now. Hey, what's going on, Christy Nemo, 5447. D, no, we haven't caught anything yet. We just started fishing. Yo, Ronyo, what's going on? Ronya, what's going on, man? How you doing? I can't believe I missed that giant fish you caught yesterday. For those of you that are new, Ranyo is a fisherman from Florida, and he's a pro. He catches more fish in one live stream than I do in a month. And yesterday, I was watching his live stream, and as soon as I left, he caught a giant invasive Mayan cichlid, and it was about a pound. It was over a pound, and I even made a song about it. Yeah, intellectual designs, you're not wrong. I can't imagine that. I kind of live like my life like that. Actually, 1,000 years ago, this land belonged to the Indian tribe called Lenape tribe, and they ruled this place. And they actually went eel fishing here, believe it or not. They created eel weirs that are still around. Yeah, the Native Americans were pretty smart about fishing, believe it or not. They set up pretty intricate traps in the river, and if you ever caught an eel in your life, you know how slimy they are. They used to catch eel by hand. That's how good they were. Yeah, you're not wrong, intellectual designs. Yeah, Ronya, I'm gonna get you that song one way or the other. Ronya, what you should do is you should get a Discord app. It's really like I only use Discord to talk to people from my live streams. And thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. If you don't know how to leave me a like, um, double tap the screen on your phone. And I hope y'all having a happy and quiet Thanksgiving. And I hope you don't have any drunk uncles fighting at the Thanksgiving dinner about politics or anything else. I'm definitely gonna dodge that for this year. Yeah, Ronya. No, man, I'm gonna get you that video. I might actually, if you don't mind, I might actually remix one of my videos with it, just with it, with the song, not with you, not with anything, just so you have access to it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna somehow put it in like an audio file, and I'll send it to you. But you know what happened was I was watching a video yesterday, right? And YouTube gave me an option on your video. It said make this video into a song, so I clicked it, and you could pick what kind of genre you want. It could have been a rock song, it could have been a dance song, it could have been a happy song. So I remixed your video as a happy dance song, and it came out hilarious, man. Right? Nikolai Popov, what's going on, Nikolai? You want to do some fishing? We doing fishing, Nikolai. Oh, Demon, let me pin that. Yeah, if you wanna join our Discord, if you're a regular, now I'm just gonna do a disclaimer. We're family friendly, and we don't tolerate any BS. So if you're not like that, we're gonna kick you right out. Yeah, we just have a normal group of people that like fishing. We don't do no politics, no religion, none of that. If you don't like that, don't join. We strictly talk about fishing, and that's about it. It's like it's our Discord group is kind of like a cast of characters from an Adam Sandler movie. Oh, there has to be a trout here somewhere. What's going on, Joseph? Welcome to the chat. Oh, I pinned Joshua's message. My bad. That's funny. That's if that ain't Grumpy Orca. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me fix that. Let me fix that, dude. See, my fingers are cold, so when I go to pin something, my fingers are cold. All right, intellectual designs. I got you. All right. We don't want to be doing no battery fishing intellectual designs. I mean, if you want to talk about that, maybe find a different stream to talk about that in. But yeah, I'm all for jokes though. I like jokes. Any tips for attracting the fish faster? I'm going to tell you one tip and you got to remember it. It's very simple. It's 3 words. 3 words. Ready? Match the hatch. You gotta know what the fish in your local waterways eat. If they're aggressive fish, you gotta give them something that looks like something they eat. Or you can just fish with worms. But yeah, match the hatch. You wanna find what the fish feed on, and you wanna introduce that as your lure. Sound fair enough? No, we haven't hit anything, but welcome. And thank you, Fishing and Hunting Addict. Thanks for that 100. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thanks for saying that. So yeah, when I say match the hatch, let me show you. So this river holds a lot of minnows and American shad. So what I fish with is this little 2.5 inch gulp minnow in black shad color. And this produces, it basically matches the bait fish. You can catch, not only can you catch trout, you can also catch bass, perch, crappie, whatever you want in these waters because they feed on. I'm using the Daiwa Presso. It's an ultralight rod. We're just doing some trout fishing. It's a ultralight rod with a 4 pound line and with a Daiwa Legalis LT1000 reel. It's a nice setup. It's probably my most expensive. It's not super expensive, but it's my most expensive setup that I have. I usually fish with cheap stuff. If you found me fishing 3 years ago, I was fishing with. Oh wait, we got one, boys. Oh, it's a big one. You guys ready? We're gonna pull this one. I think we can pull this one in. Look at the bend on that Daiwa Presso. You see that? You see the bend? Kadoosh. All right, boys, we got a fish. What do you think it is? I'm going to say don't get your hopes up because they ain't fighting me back. Who knows what kind of fish doesn't fight you back? Come on. Who in the chat knows? Who in the chat knows what kind of fish never fights you back? I think Ronya is going to give you a tip. What kind of fish never fights you back? Oh, man. We got a fight on our hands. Uh, I just want to get my gulp minnow back. Look at the bend on that Daiwa Presso. I'm talking crazy bend. Hold on. What kind of fish doesn't fight you back? Question for the chat. And it'll bend your rod like that. You see my rod being bent? That's why I like that Daiwa. Look at that. Look at that curve. What kind of fish never fights back? Well, I'll tell you, folks. The fish is called a 3 pounder, and we got us one. It's a rare species, only found in New Jersey. It is good one. See? He never move. He never fight. He like a couch potato of the sea. All right, you see, 3 pounder. You can actually make him into a rod. I got a couple of you, didn't I? See that? It's 3 pounder. All right, let's get it out of here so next fisherman doesn't have a 3 pounder also. Man, this is a heavy rod. All right. I know. Listen, we got to keep it entertaining while we're catching no fish, because usually I'm not gonna cry in the chat that I can't catch fish. We got to keep you guys entertained. At least I showed you the action on that Daiwa Presso, though. You see that rod bending? I mean, that stick must have been at least 7-8 pounds, and I pulled it up with a Daiwa Presso and a 4 pound line up the stream. So don't knock the little Daiwa Presso. It can do work. Yep, world record fish, 3 pounder, pounder. Depressed divorce. That's funny. Tom K623, you got it. What kind of fish never fight you back? Sorry, guys. For those of you that had a fish, if you're new to fishing, that's the only kind of fish that never fights back. It's a 3 pounder. All right. Demon got it. So yeah, trout fishing can be very frustrating. That's why we're having a little bit of fun. I got to keep this upbeat. Otherwise, it's depression nation out here in Jersey. Fishing for trout has been really tough this year. So we're not gonna let that crap get us down, right? We're gonna have some entertainment today. Next thing you know, I'm gonna pull up a body. We are fishing in Jersey after all, right? All right, all right. I got your question Q&A. Who can tell me what's the most boring superpower? I'm gonna say the most boring. Oh, hold on. I think we got the rare leaf fish. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. What's the most boring superpower? I think it'd be for me. It'd be catching fish on every cast. That's gonna get boring quick. All right, let's see. But yeah, if you got any questions, fire it away. I'm extra peppy today. I just had two double espressos. We're fishing about 2 miles away from Trump National, so I'm sure there's a Secret Service agent in our chat right now. Hold on, that ain't no fish. It ain't fighting back. But you see the action on the dial presso. Look at that. I'm dragging it up. Yep, that's Jersey trout fishing. First fish was a 7 pound stick. Second fish, oh, we got two leaves at once. Look at here. Look at here. See that? That's a good old Jersey leaf fish. Ronyo. So no, actually, I didn't see your comments. I never put the 2 pound line on. I went and I bought it. You know what I did? I actually took Demon Walmart shopping. I think he had a culture shock. I was live in Walmart shopping for lures, and Demon. I showed Demon from Poland what Walmart's all about. So I bought that 2 pound line, but I came home yesterday, and I just see how I stretched this line out. It's pretty decent. Oh, thank you very much for kind words, Devore 810. Yeah, you know what I did, Ronyo? I came home just to finish my thought process. I came home and I fixed the line on this rod, and I stretched it out, and I said, you know what? Just in case I do catch a trout, I would probably appreciate it. The fish here are pretty heavy right now. I would probably appreciate the 4 pound line. So I decided to keep it for now. But another snag, I'm going to snap and I'm going to put the 2 pound line on. Because I actually never had problems with the only time this year I got broken off on a 2 pound line was when I accidentally caught probably like a 3 pound largemouth bass, and he just kind of went for it and he ripped it right at the connection to the hook, right at the clinch knot. But otherwise, I've pulled in 3 pound bass on the 2 pound line before. I really don't hate. I don't have a problem with it. All right, hold on. What's going on? What's going on, J Mac? Man, we're out here. We just had some rain. We're out here trout fishing. I like morning fishing. I'm the only guy here. I haven't even seen anybody walk by. I'm just out here talking to myself, standing in the river. That's Jersey as usual. What we're going to do is we're going to switch up a little bit. Hey, what's going on, Jason J? What's going on, man? Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for sending me those emojis. It's pretty cool that people do that. I like that. And if you don't know how to leave me a like, and if you're enjoying the stream, hold on. No, that's not a fish. That was something though. If you don't know how to leave me a like, just double tap that stream. I always appreciate likes. What's going on, Raiden and Bushy? Jason J, man, what's going on? How's it going? Yeah, Ronnie, I'd say for the type of fishing you do from your backyard, I'd say 4 pound is probably the best. I want to buy some fancy line for this rod, just because I'm. Hold on, let me try this Q&A. Hold on one sec. Jason J, you ready for the Thanksgiving? I don't know how many of you are spending Thanksgiving with family, but I'm gonna see my in-laws tomorrow. I'm gonna go. My wife's working in the morning, but then we're gonna head out to good old Brooklyn. I actually, as much fun as people make about their in-laws, I love my in-laws. My father-in-law fishes, so you already know I'm gonna have somebody to talk to. And my mother-in-law cooks better than anybody else in the world, so it's not bad, not bad. I don't know if they feel the same about me, but I like them. The Raiden Bushy, no, nothing yet, but we're trying, man. I don't want to throw a spinner right now because we're probably gonna pick up like 15 pounds of leaves. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch the spot. My feet are getting a little cold, but that's fine. It's about 60 degrees right now in the air. The river temps are probably around low 40s. Ocean also right now is low 40s. I wonder if I can cross this real quick. Well, I don't really need to cross it, but hold on. Hold on. Hey, J Mac. I don't know. I I'm sorry I didn't make you a mod. Once my fingers get a little warm, I will do it. But I mean, don't take it personally. You know what? I'm so new to live streaming that the first month I live streamed, I didn't even know you can make people mods. So don't be mad at me, man. It's nothing personal. Hold on. Oh, this water is moving, man. I really want to make it across the river, but you see, I'm pretty close to. I don't want to get water in my boots because that's gonna end the live stream for today. So let's hold on. Give me a second, guys. I really don't want to get water in my boots. That's one thing I don't want to do. Yeah, don't take anything I do personally. Wait, I didn't. I didn't take. I never. I don't think I ever made you a mod. But here, hold on. Hold on one sec. I'll add you as a. I don't think I ever had you as a mod, but I remember you. I never. I haven't removed anybody as a moderator on this channel. So, like I said, if I do remove somebody in live, I'll definitely tell them I'm doing it. I'm new to the live streaming stuff. Oh no, I'm losing my voice, guys. Yeah, it is. It is a pretty awesome trout area, Ryan. The only problem is I don't know how much trout is left here. This is a pretty popular spot. This is one of those spots where we came here on the first day of trout stocking. There was about 20 dudes here, but they put a lot of trout in here. Hmm. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I really don't want to get water in my boots, so we're gonna get out of this. Hold on. School sucks. Fishing's better. Well, you want to stay in school. You don't want to be like Grumpy Orca at 41 years old doing Uber. So I'm gonna say stay in school. This way, then you can do what you like, or at least do something that makes you money, and you can have time to spend on your hobbies, and most importantly, money to spend on your hobbies. So you're not like me waiting for 3 years to buy a pair of waders. So yeah, school's fun, man. Just don't take a just do don't do like one of those like social studies majors that makes you work at a Starbucks with a college degree. Let's see. Hey, what's going on, Grumpy Bass? What's going on, Kishano side? I'm gonna move a little bit, but not much. Queenfish yesterday. Nice, Coney Island, man. Well, so you know where I'm going. I'm going to be on Kings Highway tomorrow. So my father-in-law fishes. He fishes the jetty. Oh, we got a local. What's going on? Your name is Specially Sigma. All right. So yeah, that's awesome. Coney Island Jetty. I've fished there before with my kid. My father-in-law also takes my kid fishing there. As you probably know, the striper season has been pretty slow, especially on the New York side. I know a couple of guys, not directly, but I know of them that fish in Brooklyn daily. They surf fish daily because they're retired, and they hold on. I thought it was a fish. It was a leaf fish. What's going on, Grumpy Bass? Grumpy Bass, how are you spending your Thanksgiving? Grumpy Orca saying, I'm trying to avoid any drunk uncles fighting in my Thanksgiving. All right. Oh, that's a good cast right there, if I say so myself. If I get a fish here, I forgot my net today. If I get a fish here, I can easily bring it in. DCP, what's going on, man? João Batista, welcome to the stream, man. We're out here just doing some fishing. And if you're enjoying this view, double tap that screen for a like. I'm a particular good mood today. I don't know why, but even if I don't catch a fish. Yeah, stripers fight hard. What's going on, budget bass? Budget bass fishing. We're mixing it up. We're doing some river fishing today. We had some rain, so I decided to go out and do some trout fishing. There is a good spot here that I'm about to go to that I think we're going to catch a trout at. But being a man from Jersey, I might oversell it to you a little bit. You know, mortgage fraud capital of the world and all. Rory. Yeah, the water's flowing, DCP, but it's not too bad. Yeah, well, whatever you guys got in the Midwest, that's not a fish. Oh, and it let go. Good. Whatever you guys got in the Midwest, we caught a tail end of that here in Jersey. I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy it's raining because we had a terrible year. It was pretty, like, there's going to be a lot more dead trees next year. We had pretty bad drought here in Jersey. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep on moving. But yeah, I can actually fish for a long time today. I got to do some chores, but I can fish for a while. You see what that is? You see that giant white thing? That's not pain. That's blue heron poop. You see how it's on the leaves too? So blue heron, there's one bird that comes here. Like I think he knows me and I know him, but that's that whatever. Um, that's blue heron poop. That's how you know he comes here to eat. Nice, Grumpy Bass. If you can spend your Thanksgiving fishing with family, that's the best kind of Thanksgiving. You know that, right? No crazy people fighting. It's great. Nice. Yeah, Grumpy Bass. So far, I think you win Thanksgiving out of everybody I know if you can go fishing with the family. I'm going to go see my in-laws in Brooklyn, but I'm kind of excited about that because there's not many people in the world that can cook a better turkey than my mother-in-law. Let's see. So we're gonna walk. I'm gonna pass this spot real quick. I'm not sure if I want to be casting here. While I'm still up here, I'm gonna clean up this crap and throw it. See, like we have people throwing this crap on the ground. I always complain about the same thing, but we have a garbage can right here. That's that's my karma points for catching fish. Throwing out garbage after the people that couldn't clean up after themselves. We're just gonna stand on this ledge and throw, and I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna read the chat a little bit. And then we're going to go to a new spot. The only problem is I forgot my net. This is where we got snagged last live stream. I got snagged right at that point, and we actually were able to drag that branch out. Thanks, Ronyo. Thanks for the love, man. Y'all gotta check out all these channels in the live stream. These are all my regulars, and I think we have the same approach to fishing. We're chill, family friendly, and we just fish for fun. Some of us are definitely experts. I am not one of them. But yeah, check out Ronio's Adventures. Check out DCP. Hey, thank you. Thumbs up, Grumpy Bass. Thank you for that. Check out Grumpy Bass's channel. Check out whoever I didn't mention. Demon is my all-star moderator. He's from Poland. He's an expert pike fisherman. But yeah, our live streams are pretty chill. We're just go out, fish, hope for the best. I think I complain the most of everybody, but that's in the name already, right? We're fishing for rainbow trout or anything that bites. We have rainbow trout stocked here. There's probably a couple of fish still left there. I'm also going to throw just a piece of worm on the hook, see what happens. Hey, what's going on, Betty White? What's going on, Samuel Kefart? Super 3 pound. Yeah, that was a super 3 pound, though, Ronnie. I don't know if you were in the chat when I pulled in a branch today. So far, I got at least one 7 pound branch. I got at least 3 leaf fish. So far, so good. I'm going to reel really slow now. Samuel Kefart, you never caught a trout? Well, you still have time, man. I started catching trout. I got to thank a friend of mine in college. We were both, I was a terrible college student, even though I tried. But we were both struggling in college. We were taking this environmental science class, and I think we bombed our exam. And he goes, "Do you want to go trout fishing?" I'm like, "Trout fishing? What is? I haven't fished in the past 10 years." So he took me out trout fishing. That was about I'm gonna say 16 years ago, if not more. And ever since then, I've been hooked. That man, I always say that man made a big impact on my life by taking me trout fishing. It's nice when you have a friend that knows you don't know how to fish, and he's willing to put in the time with you and teach you how to fish a little bit, just so you have enough. It's almost like teaching a little kid to walk. As long as you know how to take your first steps, and whoever does it for you, don't forget to thank them. I think everybody has that person in our lives that introduced us to a hobby that stuck with us for the rest of our lives. Cars, motorcycles, fishing, whatever you do, somebody introduced you to it, and those people are soul of the earth. Because some people don't want to deal with teaching you how to fish. J Mac. Oh, you're a pro? I didn't know that. Nice. I might have to, what I was going to say. Let me check. J Mac. So that's cool, man. So I'm planning to go carp fishing again soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but I really want to. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw a worm out too today. Give me a sec. I don't want to slip here because I'm walking with 2 rods. And this is slippery here. What the hell is that green thing? Y'all see that green thing? That's cool, J-Mac. You got a channel? I'll check it out, man. If you don't mind, leave me a comment on one of my shorts. This way I'll find your channel easier, because right now I cannot print screen for obvious reason. Sometimes it's really hard for me to find channels because YouTube kind of hides them. So if you have a channel, just drop me a comment. What the hell? Dude, what is that? What is that? Oh, well, We found some free fishing line already. What is that? Hold on. I just want to poke it with a stick. I mean, the dish pass. Go bass fishing. Me and my dad fish tournament for bass. Nice, Betty White. That's awesome. That's a great. I wish my dad fished with me. He's not too old. What the hell is that? I'm gonna say that's probably. It doesn't smell like. It does not smell like what you call it. Power bait. So we're just gonna leave that alone. Slide. Thanks, Jimmy J Mac. I appreciate it, man. I'll check out your channel. I love fishing community on YouTube. I like how it's so funny to me that I feel like I was a kid yesterday, but all the older people that I meet, they all make fun of YouTube. But I'll meet better people on YouTube every day than I'll meet in real life. Kind of reminds me of the car culture. I was using online forums in the early 2000s, and people were so nice on the internet back in the early 2000s, late 90s. Always met better people online than I met in person. I ended up making a ton of friends when I was in my 20s on the car forums. Like really nice people. All right, I just gotta watch. There's a log there. I don't want to get stuck in there. This is a trout spot right here. If we're gonna get one, probably gonna come from here. I have a good hope here. Yeah, that does look like Power Bay, Jason J. But I'm not. Yeah, I smelled it. It doesn't smell like Power Bay, but it definitely looked like it. What I'm gonna do is there's a little island there that sometimes I stand on. I'm gonna climb up on that tree, and we're gonna cast and let it. There's a nice deep hole here, and we're just gonna spend about half an hour fishing that hole. And thanks for the like, guys. Horla lasagna. We we are fishing in New Jersey, like D New Jersey, and we're fishing for trout or whatever bites. JMac, so I do not know how to set up a pike or carp fishing rod. I'm sorry, brother, but I really want to learn. There's a guy in our chat here. His name is DCP Kayak Fishing. He's local to me, and he just went, "Oh, look, good old tree fish, or the little leaf fish." Um, there's a guy here in the chat that just learned how to carp fish, and he went out his first time. He caught a giant carp out of a kayak. So as far as carp fishing is concerned, I want to try it too now. We're all aggressive amateurs, to put it lightly. I'll try that lasagna. Leafy brim, Betty White. You're not wrong about that. I'm not using a spinner. I'm using a gulp minnow, which produced us our last catch here and usually produces for me. But once we move to that place right there, we'll try spinners. He was fishing or hunters shoot the prairie. Yeah, I do have spinners. I actually might have a spinner in my pocket. I got it. Hold on. Is that a fish? No, that's not a fish. That's a snake. Wait. Oh, got one, boys. Look at the action on that rod. It's not fighting back, so we already know that's a 3 pounder. Look at this thing. All right, how about that? You ain't got fish like that in UK, do you, J Mac? See, that's a good old Jersey branch. I mean, consider we're fishing right next to the Trump National Golf Course. It's probably an FBI agent. He's just masquerading as a tree branch, checking up on us. We got a whole international group of people here. All right, enough jokes. Let's see. I see a piece of power bait laying on the ground. Oh wait, does it have a hook in it? See, I think it still has a hook in it. Yeah. You see, that's how you know there's a lot of people fishing here. You just find this crap everywhere. Uh, budget bass, bro. Yeah, I know. Nice, right? The good old Jersey branch fish. So I will use a spinner. I'm just testing this area right now with a gulp minnow because that's usually 80% of my trout come on came on gulp minnow. That's why I'm throwing it. But I'll switch up. Don't worry. I do have a couple of spinners in my backpack. We're gonna go to a different area in a second. I just really want to try a worm. Well, JMag, because you guys, I think fishing kind of died off as a hobby, and a lot of people can argue that. But at least in Jersey, New Jersey area fishing, where I'm fishing, I talked to the old timers, and fishing used to be much more popular 30, 40 years ago. Because a lot of old timers tell me that this spot right here, they tell me in the 70s, it would be elbow to elbow with guys. They said there would be at least 60, 70 guys here at the beginning of the season. And nowadays, you'll see 15 guys, but most of the time, it's just it died off. So fishing has always been huge in the United States, but I feel like in Jersey and New York area, because these are like suburban areas, people don't really fish anymore. Like my, kids in my have a 7-year-old and a 13-year-old, and maybe like out of the whole class that in all their friend groups, maybe one person fishes, and they do like charter boat fishing. They just have a boat that goes out in the ocean. They don't like walk the river anymore. We're gonna try spinners. Give me a sec. You're probably gonna yell at me, but I have a clip ring on my other rod. I really don't want to tie the spinner directly on, but we'll see. Before we do that, let's cast the worm out a couple of times. Thanks, Grumpy Bass. I appreciate it. Grumpy Bass out there, I've seen him catching carp. He likes catching carp. I've seen his channel. He has a great channel. Check it out, guys. He fishes for all kinds of stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna bore you guys, but we might fish with a worm. Yeah, we get stick fish. You do get stick fish? I went to New Zealand with my wife. That was feels like it was yesterday, but that was in 2018. Was it 2018? Yeah. Yes, it was 2018, and we just use we don't spend much money when we go, so we were staying at Airbnbs, and we actually ended up stopping in New Zealand. We stayed at a house of a trout fisherman, and man, you want to talk about some crazy wild trout they have in New Zealand? It was absolutely insane. He had pictures. He had those trout hanging up on his wall. They were like the size of a striped bass. They were gigantic, and they're all wild, natural in New Zealand. New Zealand might be like a fishing mecca too. I'm gonna hide the hook. What I'm gonna do is I'm just trying everything I can. So we're gonna cast this worm out there. Well, it's gonna give me some time to read the chat, guys. So don't hate me. The people do catch. I did see a kid in front of me that came fishing with me. We fished all day for trout, and he just casted a piece of worm on a bobber and caught a fish. So don't judge me. All right, let's see what you guys write. And yeah, people do catch trout here on night crawlers and worms. So I'm not totally crazy. Let's see what you guys write. White bass is awesome. Also awesome. Hey, Fisher Fingers. Sorry, I missed you. I missed you. Fisher Fingers, what's going on, man? I apologize. I didn't see you. Fisher Fingers got a beautiful, beautiful channel from what I remember. It's good to see all the people here on the day before Thanksgiving. It's really nice. If you guys were fishing with me on Monday, hold on, let me